Well, the Mississippi Department of Transportation is working hard to prepare for stormy weather, Jade.
Yeah, MDOT Public Information Officer Katie Rowe joins us live to talk about what their preparations entail. Thank you so much for joining us, Katie.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Well, tell us a little bit about what you're working on currently.
So right now, we're kind of just in a holding spot right now. Yesterday, our crews made sure to gas up their vehicles. They had made sure to take out traffic control boxes in a couple of low-lying areas, basically to prevent them from getting wet. So some lights are flashing yellow for a lot of people. And we also lowered our lights on Interstate 10 to half mast, so to prevent any damage. And right now we're just kind of waiting. It's very calm out in Gulfport right now, so we're just on standby, ready to move whenever we need to.
Katie, has the Weather Service advised you of any possibility of any flooding on any of particularly South Mississippi roads?
Yes, there's always a potential for flooding, especially with these tropical storms. You never really know what they're going to bring, and usually these tropical storms do tend to be a rainmaker. And there are a lot of areas, especially on Highway 90, that are prone to flooding. The good news is MDOT first responders know those areas, so they know the first ones to check out. They know the first ones that flood that they need to go ahead and shut down. So we're prepared for flooding. That's something that we're used to down here. So our first responders are ready to hit those specific areas once we do get rain, and when flooding does increase and become a potential threat.
Is there any specific areas drivers should be aware of as the storm moves closer in down south?
Yeah, definitely. Like I mentioned earlier, US 90, that's the main area. You've got the storm surge, you've got the sand. Both of those elements are working against the road, essentially. That causes flooding and just makes it an unsafe area for drivers to be on. So I would recommend drivers avoid that area as much as possible. And if you don't have to be on the road right now during this time, stay home. MDOT wants everybody to stay safe, and staying where you're at is the safest thing you can do, and especially US 90 is a good road to avoid.
Katie, you have extra people who are out right now?
Sorry, say that one more time.
Do you have extra people who are on duty right now?
Do we have extra people? I'm sorry, I'm like, y'all keep breaking up, hang on.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was asking. Do you have extra people who are out there on duty right now?
Gotcha. Sorry, I just couldn't hear you at first. Yeah, we have all of our crews, the normal ones, and then we kind of get all hands on deck type of thing. Anytime a severe thunderstorm or tropical storm like we're dealing with now is heading our way. So we have all the crews necessary in place. This definitely isn't the first storm we've seen, and it won't be the last. So we kind of have just different plans in place, and depending on the severity of the storm, we know how to stock our crews up and everything like that. So we have all hands on deck, ready to respond.
Great.
All right, Katie.
Katie Rowe with MDOT. Thank you very much. And I've been married long enough, I'm used to women not paying any attention to what I say. So thank you, Katie. Jade.
Thank you, Katie. MDOT ramping up preparations there.